A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic escalation of military conflict, Israel has launched extensive airstrikes against Iran, prompting President Trump to navigate a complex political landscape within the Republican Party. The airstrikes have raised significant concerns among isolationists who fear that the U.S. could be drawn into another Middle Eastern war, while Iran hawks and staunch supporters of Israel have long advocated for such military action. As the situation unfolds, Trump finds himself caught between these two factions, attempting to distance the U.S. from Israel's offensive while simultaneously celebrating its success and warning Iran of further actions to come. The airstrikes, which have reportedly resulted in over 90 casualties and significant damage to Iran's nuclear facilities, have left the American president grappling with a foreign policy crisis that contradicts his earlier promises of being a peacemaker. Initial reactions from U.S. diplomats were notably cool, emphasizing that while American forces had advance notice of the strikes, they were not involved in the planning or logistics of the operation. On social media, Trump expressed a mix of concern and triumph, declaring that Iranian hardliners had underestimated the severity of the attacks. He remarked on his platform, Truth Social, that certain leaders in Iran are now dead, and warned that the situation would only worsen for them. Despite the aggressive rhetoric, Trump also hinted at a potential for renewed negotiations, suggesting that Iran might have a second chance at reaching a deal. In interviews with major news outlets, Trump's messaging appeared inconsistent. He affirmed strong support for Israel's actions, claiming that the U.S. had supported it like nobody has ever supported it. However, he also implied that Iran had been given ample opportunity to negotiate, which they failed to seize. This duality in messaging reflects the precarious position Trump occupies as he tries to maintain a semblance of diplomatic relations while also appeasing his party's more hawkish elements. The airstrikes have sparked a fierce debate within the Republican Party, highlighting a growing divide between isolationist sentiments and those advocating for aggressive foreign policy. Figures like Senator Lindsey Graham have publicly celebrated Israel's military actions, while others, including conservative activist Charlie Kirk, have questioned the consistency of Trump's America First doctrine in light of these developments. As Trump navigates this turbulent political terrain, the implications of Israel's military campaign on U.S.-Iran relations remain uncertain. Iran has condemned the strikes as an act of war and is seeking support from the United Nations Security Council. Meanwhile, U.S. officials are set to continue scheduled talks with Iranian representatives in Oman, despite the heightened tensions. The backdrop of this unfolding crisis is further complicated by Trump's legal battles and domestic challenges. As he faces a $20 billion lawsuit against CBS and ongoing scrutiny over his administration's policies, the president's ability to effectively manage foreign relations may be tested like never before. In summary, as Israel embarks on what it claims will be a 2-week military campaign against Iran, President Trump is left to juggle conflicting interests within his party and the broader implications for U.S. foreign policy. The stakes are high, and the potential for further escalation looms large as both nations reassess their strategies in the wake of this unprecedented military action. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.